Lariat.
The bell rings, and by the look on her face, I'd say Naomi is ready to roll.
And the slam. Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
Pump handle, up and Uranagi!
Look out. There she goes.
Something that a superstar must remember in a fatal four-way match is that there are no countouts and no disqualifications. I love the sound of that. Just think of all the possibilities. The match can end up in a brawl in the crowd or on the stage or in the locker room, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Look at this. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Corey, as you mentioned before, I know how fond you are of contests that have no count-out, no disqualification stipulations attached to them. For a superstar competing in a fatal four-way, they have to remember that could mean being the victim of a brutal assault, and they never see it coming.
That's exactly right, Michael. Since the fatal four-way is no count-out and no disqualification, an attack can come by way of one of the opponents in a match lurking outside the ring, just waiting for the right time to strike or outside interference. And it's all legal. When I talk about fatal four-way matches, I always think back to the classic battle at Backlash 2007 between Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Randy Orton, and the Rated R superstar Edge. The action was so fast and furious from the get-go, it served as a prime example of why a superstar needs eyes in the back of their head in a fatal four-way match.
Byron, earlier you mentioned one of the classic fatal four-way confrontations in sports entertainment history. The match between John Cena, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Randy Orton for the WWE Championship was a highly anticipated main event. The match saw a temporary reunion of the Rated RKO tag team and even saw Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels join forces to punish John Cena.
This match defined the chaos of a fatal four-way. In the end, Edge thought his spear on Randy Orton was enough to bring him the WWE title. Some good technique right there.
Naomi just too fast for her. Uh-oh. Becky Lynch is one of the hardest working competitors in sports entertainment. The unmatched determination and desire that burns inside the Irish Lash Kicker.
She goes for the cover.
Look at her go.
Oh, impactful slam. And now one more time. She goes down hard.
She's going to be feeling that one for a while.
Picking up on something you said, Byron, Becky Lynch's path to WWE was far from conventional. Becky went from a competitor on the independent scene to a stuntwoman, a flight attendant.
Oh, look, you still feel the glow when the lights are out?
I knew it was only a matter of time. Can that beat Paige? And this is all part of Charlotte's strategy.
I'm not sure Charlotte should be showing up her competition like this.
An area where we've seen Becky Lynch excel was a SmackDown Live.
Naomi
Calls out the rear view.
Now that's what I call making a statement.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I love the effort here, but she'd better hope she can sustain it.
When we talk about Becky Lynch being the team captain for the Women's SmackDown Live team at Survivor Series, it's important to remember she won a match for that honor. though I think there should have been an asterisk next to her victory.
Oh, give me a break, Corey. Becky bested 4 of the superstars in a fatal 5-way elimination match for the honor. Quit calling for asterisks on a legitimate win. Uh-oh. Rampage! That should do it. Did you guys feel that too?
Charlotte is measuring.
One more shot and she's done.
Beautiful. Full impact. Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
She's calling for it.
Many times in a fatal 4-way match, we've seen superstars join forces for the moment in taking out a dominant entity. This could be someone like Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, and Nia Jax as examples. When a superstar has that type of power and can be that dominant, competitors will put their differences aside in hopes of eliminating that force from the match.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Byron, you made an excellent point a few moments ago. There have been many times throughout history where superstars have joined forces in a fatal 4-way match in hopes of eliminating by pinning or incapacitating that dominant force. Sometimes interesting alliances are formed. We saw that at the 33rd WrestleMania during the Raw Women's Championship match.
We sure did, Michael. Nia Jax dominated Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and the boss Sasha Banks in the early going. While they recovered out on the floor, they realized for that moment they were stronger together. The decorated champions eliminated Jax after a triple powerbomb that saw all 3 superstars assist in the pinfall.
Since there are no disqualifications in a fatal 4-way match, a superstar has to be aware of the fact that if they're in an elimination fatal 4-way match, someone who was eliminated can come back for retribution, and it's all legal. So you can eliminate an opponent, and they can interfere in the match later, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Byron, you touched on something earlier that's worth repeating. If you're a superstar competing in a fatal 4-way elimination match and a competitor is eliminated, they can look to settle a score and affect the outcome of the match later. That's always a possibility in a fatal 4-way match because of the no disqualification stipulation.
Michael, that's what I like to call an occupational hazard. We saw an example of that in 2016 during the fatal 4-way elimination match to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. The Miz was eliminated from the match, but let's say he had a major influence on the outcome of the contest. Just ask Dean Ambrose.
There it is. It is. It's locked in.
I don't see Paige coming back from that one. Allow me to take you back to December 7th, 2015.
And Naomi picks up the win.